story across the nation tonight on the 1-month anniversary of that tragic mass shooting in Parkland, Florida. Students at schools across the country staged walkouts to honor the victims lost.
Those walkouts happened at several schools across our area, and we have team coverage for you tonight. We're going to start with 24-hour News 8's Heather Walker, who was at the walkout at City High Middle School today in Grand Rapids. Heather?
Well, Brian, the students who took part were very passionate. They feel motivated to take action for the sake of their safety. Why did you want to take part in this?
When I first heard about this, I felt like it was something that was bringing change. And there have been so many school shootings in the past, but this one, there were so many people speaking out, so many people standing up, and I felt like it was going to be the beginning of something different.
That same sentiment was shared by roughly 700 of the 850 students at City High Middle School in Grand Rapids. Students like Kayla Bauman helped lead the event that was facilitated by GRPS in order to make sure everyone was safe and returned to class.
Joaquin Oliver.
Bauman was one of 17 students who read the name and held a picture of one of the people killed in that shooting.
He was 17, that's my age. I have my entire life ahead of me, and he will never have his life ahead of him. And his story will never be completed because of what happened.
Regardless of your party, no one agrees with school shootings and thinks that it's okay for children to be dying.
These students hope that their efforts, combined with students across the country, will create policy change to protect schools from gun violence. And what about students that didn't want to participate?
I cannot speak for them, and I wouldn't understand why they wouldn't want to, because this could have been them, and they chose not to, and I don't understand that.
Now, we did try to speak to those students who decided to sit out on this, but the district could not facilitate those interviews. Now, the students who did participate, they're asking and encouraging their fellow classmates to continue this fight, asking them to register to vote in future elections, and to continue to participate in protest. Reporting live in Grand Rapids, Heather Walker, 24-hour News 8.
All right, thank you, Heather. And there was also a large walkout at Kalamazoo Central.
Yeah, Joe LaFergie now joining us on set tonight to share their story with us. Joe.
Well, an estimated 1,600 students took part in the Kalamazoo Central March. They observed the 17 seconds of silence, 1 second for each person killed in the Parkland shooting. Many say they want to do more than remember those who died that day. Most are too young to vote, to have a vote, but they do have a voice, and they're using it to convince lawmakers to make some changes.
I'm here to tell the world that we are done being silenced, done being told that now is not the time to talk about guns.
Walkout lasted less than a half hour. Students then returned to class once they were finished.
Thank you, Joe. Many other schools across West Michigan had walkouts as well. Students posted them on social media, mainly Snapchat. So here's just one of the many walkouts that took place today. This in Hudsonville, where students were gathered in the high school gym. We're told the district actually didn't support a walkout, but they chose to do one anyway.
And students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School took part in the nationwide protest as well. That's the scene of where the 17 students were killed a month ago. The students there marched onto the football field and they stood in silence for 17 minutes.